You're about to have a really good time, and it's sure to make you smile. On the bus, in the car, on the AirPods without wires. Rank it up on the worksite, it's the Betterman podcast. Betterman podcast.
G'day there, podcaster.
Hope you enjoyed today's episode. It's pretty awkward at the start. I sort of had to make a little bit of an awkward call, but I think, all said and done, I feel pretty good about everything.
Yeah. Also, what I would say is if you don't listen to the extra podcast because you're just like, whatever, Darren Hayes, great chat.
Yeah, if you're like, I'm not really a Savage Garden guy.
Yeah.
Or like, who's Darren Hayes?
I'll be totally honest, I wasn't a massive Hayes head.
I'm a Hayes head, but Ben wasn't.
And I left the interview going, I really liked that guy.
Yeah, he's just a lovely guy. So yeah, if you don't normally listen to the guest podcast, that is a good one to listen to. Dave Thornton, also pretty good. But
Thornton's also great, yeah.
But Darren Hayes was the real standout.
Liam, you and I are both lucky enough to be engaged.
Not with each other.
No.
We do need to clarify. It might sound like that some mornings I'm getting married next year, but Ben, you're getting married in like a month.
Yeah, April 30th is the date, Liam. And, you're my better man for the wedding.
Yeah, it's better than the best man for those who don't know.
You haven't really had to do anything yet, though.
Oh, I mean, if you call not doing anything, designing the layout of the situation, arranging transport, florals.
You haven't done any of that.
Catering. Yeah, I know, but I gave you 5 dot points on each. I've been like a wedding planner,
Yep.
Bit of a stylist as well. I've been coming at you with a lot of fabrics and different things.
Yep.
I've been making like vibe
None
plates.
of that's true, but I'm sure this is a big moment for you because as the better man, I actually do need your help.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'm all ears. This is good.
Sometimes it's fun stuff, sometimes it's not so fun stuff.
Oh, weddings are always fun. I mean, I don't really think.
Well,
there
it's
could be
involving the guest list. So
Interesting.
you and I have a friend here at work. We work with her called Macy.
Yes.
Great lady.
Yeah.
And she, when we invited her to the wedding, she was single. She is now in a serious committed relationship.
Yes, with a guy called Tommy. Lovely
Tommy.
fella. I met him the other night.
I haven't met Tommy. He's a good guy.
He's a great guy. Yeah.
Here's the thing. Macy has sent me a message. She sent this today and said, "Hey Ben, so sorry to be that person, but I just thought I'd ask. Is it possible, and please tell me to get nicked, if numbers aren't finalised yet, would I be able to bring Tommy as my date?"
Have you met Tommy yet?
I haven't met Tommy.
You're going to tell her to get nicked, don't you?
I'm going to tell her to get nicked.
Oh, no, hang on. You're going to get me to tell her to get nicked.
Yeah, so here's the thing.
What?
I love Macy.
What do
I'm
I have to
sure-
do the dirty
I'm sure
work?
Tommy's a good guy because you're the better man, but here's the thing. I've never met Tommy, and the main reason is because we've already sent off all of the
surely
place
we can. I'm
cards and the seating chart off to the printers.
I've got the list up here. I mean, Beck Lewis, I've never heard of her before. We could get rid of her.
That's my brother's girlfriend.
How long have they been together?
I don't know, like 6 months. We're not getting rid of Beck.
Okay, what about Mark Ritter?
That's my uncle.
How much do you see him?
Not very.
Well, I mean, Tommy. I mean, I can tell you, this
I've
Tommy
never
guy,
met him.
he's really nice. Like, I don't want to be the one who has to...
Liam, are you my better man or are you
Look,
not my
I
better
am
man?
your better man.
Okay, good.
Okay, I'll go with you through the gates of hell.
Will you call Macy next and tell her on my behalf that she can't bring her boyfriend?
Seems like the wrong place to be doing it over the radio, but yeah, I mean, I suppose if that's my duty, I'll do it.
All right, great. We'll do it after this on Nova.
If you're just joining us, Ben's getting married in a month's time, which is very exciting. I am the better man for his wedding, and he is about to get me to do some dirty work for him. A girl we work with, Macy, she's asked if she can have her boyfriend there. It's kind of a newer relationship. I think they're official like 2 weeks ago. You've not met the guy.
I haven't met him, and plus we've already sent off to the printers for all the place cards and stuff.
Yeah.
So it'd be like a bit of a big deal if I had to change it.
Is there any way we could squeeze him in?
There's no way.
Before I make the call.
No.
Because once I make the call, there's no going back.
Yeah, I would like you to be nice about it as well. Like, don't
Yeah,
go in
okay.
like real mean.
Like, why would you do that? Like, you idiot. Why did you think that was okay?
Just be nice about it.
Okay.
Let her down softly, but yeah,
Right,
I want you to tell her that her boyfriend Tommy is not coming to the wedding.
Cringe. Okay, here we go.
Yo,
Macy!
what's happening, bruh?
Not much. As you know, Macy, I am the better man for Ben's wedding.
Yes, I have heard this. What's going on? What are we organising?
Well, just something that's come across my desk. An invite request.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Well, Ben got your message and he passed it on to me because he delegates a lot of the stuff. He's pretty busy, so I'm like planning a lot of the wedding. Good news, actually.
Okay.
Tommy's
Hit me.
got the
Happening.
30th of April free to do what he likes because he will not be at the function.
That is fine. It was an open-ended question, right?
Yes.
So I just said, if you need to fill a spot, it's all good.
Yeah.
But obviously,
It's not all good, yeah.
with weddings, I get it.
Yeah,
so
it's fine,
no
yeah.
stress at all.
I think the option you gave was like you could say get nicked. I think the official statement was get nicked.
Great. Done. Nice.
I'd be happy to offer my place, but I'm pretty busy on the day. I got a lot of jobs.
You're so fun. That's so fun.
I hope you don't feel like weird about like. I feel like
No, I don't feel weird.
Okay,
It's all good.
Yeah, it's fine. That's cool. Cool.
Anyway,
Yeah.
is going anywhere, or do you still need
No,
something else?
just that was pretty much it. I mean, that was hard to do, but glad we got it all out there in the open.
Excellent.
For the
Thank you so much for letting me know.
For the record, I really like him, so I would have had him there. He'll be at my wedding.
Great.
You have my word.
Good to know. Thank you so much.
Ooh, okay. Well, I suppose we'll I'll
Okay, bye. Have
see
a
you-
great
I'll-
day.
I'll see you at the wedding.
soon. Great. I'll see you there.
I won't see
On my
Tommy
own.
there though, just to clarify.
No problem. All good.
Goodbye.
See you,
Bye,
Liam.
Macy. See ya. I think that went pretty well, considering.
That went pretty well.
I think she knew. She knew pretty soon that I was going
Yeah.
to say that he wasn't coming.
Interesting that you invited him to yours already.
Yeah, I know, yeah. I've only met the guy once, but I'm like, hey, look, if he's around in 2 years, he can come.
Well, thanks for doing my dirty laundry.
Hey, no worries. But you know what? Sometimes people, they regret the late invite because if you've not met this guy, and I said he's great,
Yep.
but who knows? He could just be one of those guys
What
that
if he got buck wild?
he gets a couple of drinks in him and then, he's doing the Eagle Rock and,
Yeah.
he's kissing your nana and like,
Hey, do you regret the last minute invite?
maybe you felt guilty because there was someone from a group who wasn't there and you're like, oh, well, they
Yeah.
can come or, I don't know, someone's partner that they just got with. You're like, hell, they can come as well.
Uncle just got out of prison.
Yeah, and you thought, it's been 20. It was supposed to be 20 to life, but, he got out in good behaviour. So, I'm sure he's a changed man. 132410 is the number. Do you regret the last-minute invite? Taylor, this was a 21st. You invited the wrong person.
Hey, Ben and Liam. Yes, it was my brother's 21st, and he last minute invited my uncle. He ended up coming. He drained the bar, open bar.
Yeah.
He got in a big physical altercation and had to unfortunately get kicked out. Where in the back of the video that we did for his 21st, you can hear him from outside just like yelling, going, "I love you. I'm so sorry. Please let me in."
Yeah.
What's his first name?
My brother,
Your uncle.
Craig.
It's a real Uncle Craig thing to
Yeah.
do, isn't it?
Uncle
Yeah.
Craig, yeah, it
Uncle
sounds like.
Craig's had
Come
a
on,
few too
Craig.
many Jim Beams and he's getting a little antsy.
Can I ask who he got into an altercation with? Was it like one of the 21-year-olds or?
My brother, yeah.
Oh, yeah, good. It's good. He's going, Craig, you need to calm down, mate. You need to leave some subsidised drinks for the rest of us. Oh, that's shocking. Zach, this is a wedding. Do you regret the last-minute invite?
Yeah, I do, boys. Good morning. We invited my ex-wife's cousin along to the event, and she was
Ex-wife's
begging.
cousin.
She was begging and pleading to bring the boyfriend that we hadn't met, and we're like, Eventually, we're like, okay, it's family. We'll invite him.
Yeah.
They got into a huge fight at the wedding,
Oh.
and then they broke up the day later.
Oh,
Good.
what a waste
So
of
I
a
just,
spot.
I just paid for that bloke to eat.
Yeah.
For what?
So
literally.
He could get a good dinner in him before he started a shouting match. But that's
Unreal.
your
And that's-
ex-wife's cousin's boyfriend. That I
Yeah.
mean, surely that's not
And
getting
then,
it wrong.
I'm assuming they didn't make it in any photos, but then that's like the worst fear is you're
Yeah.
paying for that person to have a good feed and get in the photos, and then they break up the next day.
Zach, that sucks. Yeah, I bet there was a lot of people that you'd rather have there as well. Eden, do you regret a last-minute invite?
I do. I pushed my husband to invite his cousin to our wedding last minute. He ended up doing a handstand on the dance floor and knocked me out.
Hang on,
night
he
in hospital.
knocked you out at your own wedding.
clean out on the floor.
Oh, you got knocked out at your wedding, Eden.
I did, yes.
That sucks.
Yeah, I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
Like, obviously, like, in hindsight, like, probably like, oh, you know, it's a story, but not a good one. Like, you
Yeah.
got knocked out at your
No.
wedding. What time of the night was that?
It was at the end. I have to be thankful for that.
Yeah.
But, I missed out on a good after
Just a
party.
big Gumby cousin. Was it like was it a foot into the face, or was it more of a knee in the face?
It was a hard R.M. Williams boot heel.
Oh,
Smack bang in the noggin. Yeah, that'd do the job.
Hey, it's time to make up for missed holidays with whatif.com. Book the spa suite, jet skis, maybe even a safari. Plus, select hotels are fully refundable. Booking cancellation windows apply.
What if it's Aussie for travel? Check government advisories before booking and travelling.
It's 610. Hallelujah, it's 610.
13 24 10 Adelaide, that is the number. Give us a buzz if you'd like to take part in the quiz. First up this morning, we got Angela from Evanston. Good morning.
Good morning.
So, Ange, normally at this time, people are up for red-eye flights. They're going to work early, or they're gym junkies. Which one are you?
I'm off to the gym.
Off to the
Gym
gym.
junkie.
I saw people this morning at the lining up to get into F45, and I just think, you're mad.
What are you
Absolutely
doing?
Mad.
What are you doing? But good on you, Ange.
Great start to the day.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, an even better start would be being able to pick a song to play for Adelaide. So let's see how you go. The full Futurama cast is back for the remake, including the guy that was Bender. The guy that made Futurama also made another cartoon about a yellow family. What is that show called?
Oh, The Simpsons?
Grant Stevens, the police commissioner, has said that April 1st may be the first day restrictions are fully dropped in Adelaide, which is pretty exciting. But what is April 1st also significant for?
April Fool's Day?
Imagine if that was just a big lull from Sapole. Grant's like, got ya! Nah, another year, guys. Just joking. We'll see how we go. Ellen DeGeneres has purchased a new $20 million home. She voices the character of Dory in which famous Disney film?
Finding Nemo?
Easy one today,
These
isn't it?
questions are easy.
The 20 most leaked passwords on the internet have been revealed. The most common passwords are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and QWERTY. What's your password?
Not telling.
Very good.
Sorry, you had to tell us. Nah, just kidding.
No, you passed the security test. Well done. Okay, last question. We're going to be joined by Darren Hayes, lad, this morning, ahead of his national tour. Very excited for that. Finish these Savage Garden lyrics.
Wanna swim with you in the sea.
It's close, but no cigar. Darren does not want to swim with anyone in the sea.
Jason, speaking of the sea, in Sea Cliff, please finish these lyrics.
No idea.
Oh, okay. Too manly to like a bit of Savage Garden, are we? Okay.
I wouldn't know, mate.
Nah, mate, not me. Never even heard of the Animal song or Truly Manly Deeply. Chris, can you finish these lyrics?
Stay with you in the sea.
What
did
did
you
you
say?
say? Sorry?
I want to play with you in the sea.
No, he doesn't want to play with anyone in the sea. He's known for beautiful lyrics. That is not a nice lyric at all. Sounded like you were calling from a submarine as well, by the way, Chris. Oh, so is Matt. Great phone lines this morning. Can you finish these lyrics for us, please?
I want to bathe with you in the sea.
Yeah, well done.
Matt knows his Savage.
All right, Matty, now you get to choose the next song that we play here on Nova. Do you want to hear my song this morning, a bit of Prince?
Or Matt, do you want to pick my song? Are you a bit of a Nelly Furtado man?
What do you want to hear, Matt?
It's not a fave of mine, but I'll definitely go for Nelly over that.
Wow,
Oh,
you're going for
yeah,
Nelly
yeah.
over Prince.
Cop that band, Nelly Furtado. For the second morning this week. I'm I'm slowly working my way through her back catalogue.
I'm not mad about it.
Oh, mate, spread your wings with me. Let's fly together.
Let's spread them. Hold me.
The Smelly Tomato on Nova. Feel like a bird this morning, Adelaide. Catch your dreams.
Ben and Liam, dopamine for your ears.
Yesterday, Ben, we were looking for the sexiest voice. We're asking people 13, 24, 10 if they've been told in the past that their voice sounds rather good. Give us a buzz. And we had some real hotties calling through. Mia in Mile good morning.
Hello.
So good to hear that voice again. And we have Hunky Jason on the line, I believe.
Yeah, g'day boys, how we doing?
Very good, thanks, Jason. Now, it got us thinking, because there was a little bit of role play happening.
Yeah, we got you guys talking to each other, and we liked what we heard, and we think everyone listening did too. So what we wanted to do is do like a bit of a sexy radio play this morning.
Basically, think 50 Shades of Grey, but on your radio.
So guys, you've been sent a script each, is that right? Have you got that in front of you?
Yep, got it in front.
Okay, great. Now, Liam, you're going to be the narrator.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a title for this play?
A printer pounding. Is that
a working title?
It's a working title.
Okay, sounds good. Well, whenever you're ready, take it away.
Mia is working late because Mr. Johnson has been riding her hard all day. Her mind drifts as she starts dreaming about her office crush, Hunky Jason.
I've always wondered what Jason from accounts looks like naked.
At that very moment, Jason walks in the door, rugged and shirtless.
Oh, I didn't see you there, Mia. You're here late. Do you have something big on your mind?
Mia blushed.
Where's your shirt gone, Jason?
Jason nervously replied.
Well, I made a mess all over my chest because I've been fixing the printer.
Mia stared at the ink trickling down Jason's chiseled abs.
Can I help you clean that up, Jason? Here, let me grab a moist towelette.
Mia bends down slowly, but she realises she's out of moist towelettes.
Want me to lick the ink off, Daddy? I mean, Jason?
Mia walks over to Jason and slowly drags her tongue across the toxic black ink.
Surely that can't be good for you, Mia.
It's not, but I'm a bad girl.
They lock eyes, and the air suddenly becomes thick. Yeah, the kind of thick you spell with 2 C's.
I want you, Mamacita.
Then take me, puppy.
Jason reveals his rock.
Whoa! Okay,
that
wasn't in the script.
No. Okay, yeah, we better end things there, guys. That was hot. Okay,
that was steamy.
That was really hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could really see you there, Mia, licking the ink off of Jason's abs.
How did that feel, Mia?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get a nice cool drink of water.
Yeah. Jason, for you?
Yeah, that was different. That was definitely different.
Out of interest, where are you calling from this morning, Mia? What are you doing right now?
I've just got to work.
Okay, that's fine. I really hope that all your colleagues are watching you going, making the lick sound effects down the phone line.
I think that was a pretty big success. There could be a part 2 in the works.
Who knows? Do you guys want to sign on for a second part?
Oh, I'm good for taking it.
Sweet, guys. Well, we're giving you literally nothing in return. So, I appreciate you coming on this morning.
You're welcome.
That was hot.
That was electric.
That was hot.
Steamy.
Hot. All I can say is hot.
You were standing up, now you're sitting down.
Don't ask me why. Anyway, you're on Nova with Ben and Liam.
This is a voiceover sweep to break up the podcast.
Liam, the floods in New South Wales and Queensland, they've been unrelenting. We're all seeing the horrible photos, and there's lots of sad news coming out of the East Coast. So I think that's why everyone's clinging on to any light-hearted news they can when it comes out.
Yeah, for sure.
And there definitely was a bit more of an entertaining photo, if you call it that, out of Lismore. Which is kind of like just down below, near Byron Bay.
And they've been really getting hit. Really bad.
Yeah. But there was, everyone's saying it's a cow, it's a calf. There was a calf on the roof of a hardware store, I believe.
So like on top of a Bunnings, basically.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty high.
Yeah, it's just chilling up there.
Just doing its thing.
Just doing its thing.
Yeah, it's a good place to be in a flood, I suppose. On top of a warehouse.
Well, it's pretty crazy because obviously you can imagine a Bunnings. It shows you how bad the flooding is because the Bunnings roof is quite high. And I don't actually know how the cow got up there because there's a bit of a gap still between the water level and the roof.
Did the water level drop?
Maybe.
I mean, surely it must have. Because
Yeah.
I know they can get upstairs and that sort of stuff, but they can't. Isn't the whole thing they can't get downstairs?
Just apparently. I've never seen it, though.
Yeah.
Then again, working on a dairy farm, there was always ramps. There was never
I
stairs.
mean, how's it getting off a Bunnings roof, though, once the one wasn't cleared? Like, surely,
Yeah.
I mean, you got to bring in a crane or something, right?
Yeah, so there was a cow up on a roof in Lismore, 13/24/10. Animals in the wrong place. Maybe it was your pet. Maybe it was a random animal on the street. I don't know.
Maybe it was a snake in the toilet. Those stories are always good. 13/24/10 is the number. Julia, what did you see?
Hi, Ben and Liam. When I was in high school, I went to Mercedes College and we had an evacuation. So one where you're supposed to hide under the desks if there's an intruder.
Yeah, wow.
Because we had a kangaroo on campus.
Oh, really?
I wouldn't have thought kangaroo on campus was,
Would send...
heads under tables. I thought that was more like gun in the school.
Yeah, I think we just had to be in the classrooms and then the ground staff had to Sherpa it out.
Yeah, right. Was it like a big muscle? You know, there's some cute kangaroos and then there's those butch ones?
Yeah, I think it was quite large. And I mean, it's not super uncommon to see them in that area, I guess.
Yeah.
Like if we were in the city, maybe, but
Yeah, it's near the hills.
I still probably once a month watch the video of that guy boxing on with that kangaroo to try and save his dog.
So great. Well, do you remember we had a caller once who said he was in the toilet?
That's right.
He was in the toilet and the door was open, like an Outback.
He was
like,
in
long
an
drop
outhouse.
dunny, yeah,
Yeah.
and a kangaroo punched him in the face.
He said he was on the toilet feeling very vulnerable. The door swung open and a kangaroo punched him.
And then he didn't have a chance to swing back because it was he said it was a dog shot. Hey, Scott joins us now. Animals in the wrong place. What did you see?
Morning, Ben and Liam. So this is a weird one. 18 months ago, started a new job on a big grove orchard. One morning, about this time, cruising down this grove in a tractor, spotted this animal 100 odd metres in front of me, thereabouts. Got out, had a closer look, squatted down. It's a puma, cougar, brown, big cat. So
surely not.
Yeah, surely what?
You reckon you saw a cougar in Gawler?
Well, no, Buckland Park this was. So this is I will bet my kid's life on it, without doubt. So this thing, it was too long to be a dog. It was way
Yeah, right. So you're squaring it up in your head. I mean, even this morning, I was driving past Adelaide Oval and this thing ran past and I was like, oh, it's like a weird looking dog. It was a fox. A fox just running around at night, which is not super uncommon. But I mean, obviously they're not native, but I mean, is it out of the question that some weirdo in the area might have a pet
You know what?
cougar?
With the history of that area, I know Buckland Park isn't super close to it, but that's kind of close to Middle Beach, which is where they used to have the lion park. Remember in the 80s? And they all got out?
And the lions escaped.
Yeah.
So maybe there was a cougar.
Yeah, I called Purser, and they were all on board with it. I set up trail cams, built a metal trap, did the whole, 11 yards. Still haven't caught it.
You trying to catch it?
Oh, yeah, mate. I'm going to be on TV.
Sorry, what's a Purser? Is that like a hunting group? What's that?
Primary Industries of South Australia.
So, hang on,
So they handle all the fishing and animals and things like that. Yeah, yeah.
Right, yeah. I was going to say, that's not the authority that I just suppose like RSPCA or something like that.
Maybe we should tell Purser about a certain cat in Mount Barker that's got a few health issues.
Well, yes, I wouldn't mind contacting them. Yeah, there's someone, I'm not going to say who, but someone who works closely with us, who's going to be on with us in the next 10 minutes.
Is harbouring
a cat with AIDS.
Yes.
And some would say, if I was in a room with Gary Bill's, I said her name. If I was in a room with her cat or a cougar, I reckon I could calm the cougar, but you can't get rid of AIDS. So I don't know. I think it's pretty dangerous myself.
Hey, stick around because up next we're going to reveal the most streamed song of 2021, and it might not be the one you're thinking of.
Hope you're having a pod blast with the podcast.
Then Grandpa Joe Biden was addressing the State of the Union yesterday in the US, and he was talking about the current situation in the Ukraine. Obviously, people who live in the Ukraine are Ukrainians, and the capital city is Kiev. We know this because we went to school, and also it's been in the news everywhere. Have a listen to this.
Putin may circle Kyiv with tanks, but he'll never gain the hearts and souls of the Iranian people.
Oh, God.
He said Iranians and he said Keeve.
Kyiv.
It's not Keeve. You don't go to the pub for a chicken Keeve. My God.
P to the O to the D to the cast.
With a story top, don't stop being story top. Keep on with a story top, don't stop being story top.
Yep, story toppers. Very simple. Either Liam and I will go first with a story, then it's your turn to try and top it. Today's theme, what's your fire story? If you've got one, 13 24 10. Liam, may I go this morning?
Yeah, absolutely.
My partner Sam, as I'm sure your partner Sarah does as well, loves candles.
Ooh, they love a candle. These days you can buy those big ones with the triple headers.
Yeah.
You know those ones?
Yep. We've still got a Christmas triple header that we're burning.
Glass house, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
You've obviously been to National Pharmacies.
And because they're lighting candles so much, we always find ourselves when we're leaving the house going, did you buy all the candles? Because sometimes there's 3 on the go.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've had up to 8 where I've gone around the house like...
Yeah.
Just
and you
going
leave
around.
getting like lightheaded.
Yeah, absolutely.
Last night, my partner Sam goes to bed later than I do sometimes. She lit a candle in the bedroom, fell asleep.
What?
So it was on all night.
Yeah.
I woke up to a pop sound. The candle, the glass, because it was on for so long, had gotten so hot and it burnt down to the very bottom.
Yeah.
The candle glass actually exploded. The pop woke me up, and then I had to put it out.
So it was still burning even after it
still
exploded?
burnt because it still had the hot wax and the wick in there.
Gee.
But the glass got so hot because it was burning for probably 8 hours that it exploded.
That's a fire waiting to happen.
Yeah.
You're lucky you hadn't had a few drinks.
Imagine if we weren't at home.
Oh, whole house burnt down to the ground.
Can you top it, though? That's my fire story. What's yours? 13 24 10.
I'm sorry to do this to you, but I reckon I can top that.
You reckon you can top it?
I mean, this is a story you already know, but do you remember a few years ago, I thought my alarm was going off in a hotel room when we were working interstate. It was actually a fire alarm. There was a small fire in the room next to mine. These guys were trying to make some noodles late at night. Don't know what was going on there. Anyway, plumes of smoke. As I got out of my room, like in my jocks, the fire brigade were coming in. It was a big rush. We all evacuated outside. Then they cleared it. I went back in, had a shower, checked out of the hotel, walked to work, bought some coffees for the team, and I was like, where the hell is everyone? It was 12:30 a.m. Because it was the fire alarm that woke me up, not my actual alarm.
All right, they are our fire stories. What are yours? 13 24 10. Give us a buzz, and we'll see if you can top us. Can I just give one more quick one?
Go on.
Growing up, we were always having bonfires, and my neighbour, Jake Hall, once, after the fire had burnt down, it was just a big pile of, like, hot ash. And he said, you reckon I can jump over it? And I said, go on. And he ran, tried to jump over it, didn't make it, only made it, like, halfway. His foot went into the hot coal.
Oh, my God.
Like 1 foot went in, and then he jumped out of it. But what happened was, because he had his shoes on, all the hot coals went into his shoe, and his shoe was on cooking his foot. He ripped his shoe off and he had mad blisters, like
a
3rd degree
scene
burns.
from Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously you shouldn't play with fire. But this morning we are a little bit because we're story topping. Courtney, you've got a story.
I sure do. Hi, Ben and Liam. You
Hey.
think that's crazy?
Yeah.
Well, I was about 11 years old, and me and my family were out camping, and it was about 11 o'clock midnight. I thought I'd get up, see if the fire was still hot. So I put my hand in the fire, and I burnt my whole palm, and my whole family had to pack up everything. We had to go see, like, the nearest hospital, which was, like, 40 minutes away. And to this day, I'm just about to turn 21 and I've still got the scarring on my hand.
So did you was it one of those things where the fire had burnt down and it was hot underneath but not on the very, very top, so you put your hand in it thinking it wouldn't be hot?
No, it was like the fire had just finished.
Right.
So why did you put your hand in it?
Just doing a bit of an experiment there. Just,
So I put my hand in it. I had to see if it was still hot.
Yeah.
And it was.
That's how you learn, I guess.
Yeah, yep. Hard lesson to learn, I suppose.
Yeah.
But, geez, Courtney. Let's move on to Scott. You've got a fire story.
Yeah, how you going, Ben and Liam? You think that's crazy? Well, we actually got given a barbecue, and we're at a caravan park, and I was trying to light it, and I had it all set up with a guard and everything because I only had sort of little matches. My wife actually pulled the kids away, and when the gas was coming out, when I lit it, a great big flame came out, and then pushed me backwards and burnt my eyebrows, and I don't have eyebrows anymore.
Oh, actually, so to this day you don't have eyebrows?
No, I don't have the hairs there anymore. So yeah,
they just never grew back.
No, just little. You can see them still, but they're not pronounced.
Not what they used to be.
Yeah, that's right.
You got to go get some feathering done or get those tattoos that some women do.
Yeah, that's what my wife said. Get some tattoos. I'll put them on there for you.
Oh, Scott.
That's a great
lucky you got out unscathed and it was just the eyebrows, to be honest. But I mean, surely for a flame ball to blow you back.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a fair bit of heat coming off of that.
That is going to be very hard to top, Scott. Thank you very much. Nicole. Good morning, Nicole.
Good morning, Ben and Liam. You guys think that's crazy? This is to the top. One of the craziest nights me and my partner have had. So we're both shift workers.
Yeah.
We were driving around late at night. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning just because we'd both come off of overnight shift, so we were already up. And we were driving past this house, and I saw from the corner of my eye a flickering light. Someone had deliberately lit a fire in this person's yard. So we turned around, and we had to stop. I went and started banging on that person's door. My partner's trying to stomp out this fire.
Yeah.
The person comes to the door and he's like, what's wrong? Thinking like I was just some random. I'm like, your yard's on fire. He's like, what? I'm like, your yard's on fire. You need to come out here. We managed to stomp it out. My partner sadly lost his Ugg boot. It melted. But
I'm glad you said Ugg boot. I was my partner sadly lost his Ugg boot.
So we can add firefighters to our resumes, I guess.
Yeah.
Pretty hectic. I love how the guy was sort of angry at you at the front door as well. What are you bothering me for? His house was about to burn down.
Even after that, because it was deliberately lit next to his car, so that wouldn't have ended well if it wasn't seen. But he was like, what are you guys doing out this late? And we're like, we're both shift workers. We're actually, just going for a drive.
Yeah, that's a good one, Nicole. Thank you very much.
Thanks for your calls this morning for Story Toppers.
This is a voiceover sweep to break up the podcast.
We are joined now by our producer, Belle.
What's trending?
Trending all over the internet.
Twitter. Instagram.
Welcome to Facebook.
Morning, guys. Well, it's happened. Prime Minister Scott Morrison has COVID. I mean, he goes around the country every day. I feel like this was bound to happen, I thought, sooner than this. He reported having flu-like symptoms, but he is in isolation at the moment, but will continue doing his work and his job from home. But meanwhile...
Yeah, I mean, you'd hope so. I mean, the Queen was 95 doing her light duties while she had it.
Yeah, well,
It's almost like he's got to recover better than her, right? Like, he's got to look stronger than her.
If ScoMo was happy that he got COVID, so now he has a bit more time to play the uke.
Take me to the April sunny
I'm just going to do my isolation in Hawaii, guys. I'm just going to zip off for 10 days.
Oh, yeah. And Coles have started delivering groceries by drone. So they're trialling it in Canberra at the moment. It's free delivery, actually, and no minimum spend. So the drones will take off from the Coles, come and drop off your groceries at your front door.
I'm click and collecting at the moment. I know it's for old people who are scared of the shops, but I'm taking full advantage of it. And I tell you what, it's the way of the future.
I can't believe that you actually do click and collect.
So that's not where it's delivered. You still go to the supermarket.
And then then the workers come out with the trolley of what you picked online and then put it in your car.
Peasants come out and deliver to you, and you sit there and go, yes, thank you.
It's free. Anyone can do it. Why would you do that when you got we pretty much have the same order each week? You just go on a Tuesday. You're just like, put that in.
You're missing out.
Yeah, you just know for a fact they're giving you all the bad oranges. You know what I mean? I like to feel the lemons. And get the good ones.
You know what? Mark my words. In 5 years, it won't even be a thing. You'll just have to. That's just how it will be done. And you know what? Whilst you guys are just getting up to click and collect, I'll be sitting at home in the metaverse eating chips, and drones will be flying me my groceries. That's how far ahead I am.
And finally, in light of the Ukraine-Russia conflict, a price comparison website, you guys might know it, Compare the Market, pulling down the iconic Russian meerkat ads.
Automate your bills with Auto Sergey. Compare the market. Keep life simple.
Is he even Russian? I didn't know. I didn't
know he was.
I didn't know. I was like,
His
some
name
sort
is,
of. He's a meerkat. I mean, what?
Well, it turns out his name is Alexander Orlov, and you'd know those ads. Once you hear it, you go, oh, yeah, the digital meerkats. They're pulling them down just at the moment. Yeah, just at the moment, just because of the conflict. They've spent millions on them, so they'll be back probably.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense, because when I see that cartoon meerkat, I think of Vladimir Putin and his war on the Ukraine, and it makes me quite sad. And I don't think I'll go with that company again, no. And that's the end of the Ben and Liam podcast. What time is it?
It's time to put a smile on your dial. BBL presents
Yeah, Spook FM. It's a radio station that Ben and I run. It's just a thing we've been doing at the end of the podcast lately. We get people on, we spook them. Hello?
No way.
Yeah, Harrison, how you doing?
Boys, good. Yourself?
Hey, good. Hey, you got in touch. You gave us your girlfriend's number. You were thinking we could do a bit of a group spooking this morning.
That's the plan, boys.
All right,
Now,
okay.
could I twist your arm in doing a prank, or you specifically want it to be a spook?
No, I wanted to be a
You wanted to be a
All right.
spook, okay. Prank or spook? What's your partner's name, Harrison?
Sammy.
Sammy. Okay, well, we're going to get Sammy up right now. The way this often works is I will make a spooky sound, then Ben will make a spooky sound, then Harrison, we're going to need you to round it out with a spooky sound. At that point, Sammy may not answer because she may have passed out
from fear.
From fear. It happens often, but totally fine.
Let me ask you
We've
a
got
question.
a lot of lawyers here at Spook FM, and there is no problems here.
Have you given any thought to the spook sound you're going to make?
Yeah, I'm thinking like a high pitched screech.
Okay. What I would say, though, is remember the advice we always give is you can't think about the spook too much.
Yeah,
So
but
maybe try and forget about that and just see what comes out.
Yeah, but whatever.
Whatever,
if it is
yeah.
that and that just comes out, totally fine.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got Sammy's number punched in. We'll give her a buzz right now. Well, hello there, Sammy.
Hello.
Welcome to Spook FM. It's Ben, Liam, and Harrison here. You've just been spooked.
Yes.
How scared are you?
I was alarmed.
I can't quite hear you. I think you're on hands-free, but I think maybe you were so spooked that...
You're not making any sense anymore.
Yeah.
We spooked it out, boys.
I was definitely alarmed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not Alarm FM, it's Spook FM. So for us to, get probs from the boss, you're going to have to say you were suitably spooked.
Yeah, I might just have to stay home. Can't go to work now.
We've done it.
Traumatized.
There we go. We've done it.
Thank you, Sammy. Catch ya. Harrison, is her phone always that bad? Phone line?
I think she might be on the bus. So
that would be spooky.
Hey, look, I think that wasn't our best spook ever, but Harrison, what I would say is I enjoyed your spook sounds.
Yeah, great.
I thought that was probably the best.
Double points for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I've actually been thinking about it a lot, practicing throughout the day and whatnot. So, yeah, I know I'm not meant to do that, but it's hard.
You can train. We just encourage not overthinking the actual moment.
And you might be a little unorthodox, but if you get the job done, it's totally fine. You can coach a kid to play sport in a certain way, but if they develop their own style, they're going to do what's comfortable to
100%.
them. So, I back that in as well, Harrison. So thank you so much. Look, I'm sure you're going to be picking up the pieces for a long time with Sammy because sounds like she's going to need some therapy after that spooking. But,
I know.
Yeah, mate. So good to chat. So good to catch up. Well, yes, you'll be in today's episode. There's normally a little thing in the bio. It says all the things coming up. Spook FM is kind of like a secret bit. So, so if you're looking for it, you look and you'll be like, sexy radio plays, the fourth thing, or you go, Biden saying Keeve at number 6. But Spook FM will always just be at the end, and we'll never put it in there.
Harrison, do you ever read the bio? Because Liam puts a lot of effort into it, but I've never read one.
Oh, not really, to be honest.
Yeah. Nah.
I just jump in the car in the morning. And
So this is the one I've written. So I've got the I've got if people want to find bits, I write out it's like a numerical thing. Yeah, you've seen it. And then today I've gone. We get our sexy voice listeners, Mia and Jason, to voice a salacious, scandalous radio play, and the Betterman has to do Ben's dirty work and make an awkward call to one of the wedding guests. So
someone's got to do it.
Yeah, so that's just what I like to intrigue the listener.
So do you think though that people free podcast read that and go, ooh.
Look, I don't. It came from the top. They asked me to start doing it.
Oh, really?
I think, to be honest, it's probably more of a producer Bell thing. But
Yeah.
If anything, it's a job below me.
Yep. All right, Harrison, mate, we'll let you go.
I'm joking. We're getting the wrap up. We're getting the big wrap up here.
Producer Bell just tapped her fake wristwatch at us.
I'm sitting here. I'm writing bios.
We got an interview coming up at 9:30. It's 9:22. We got tons of time.
Right. Hell of a lot of time.
So just know that it's producer Bell's fault that this has been cut short, Harrison.
Oh, that's all good, boys.
All right,
Catch
mate.
you,
You
man.
take it easy.
All right, you too. Bye.
See you, mate. Bye.
Thanks for the spooking. That was great.
Also, I think Harrison's girlfriend was on the call that whole time. I never hung up on her. I just noted her down.
We're just like ragging on her phone line, like being like, oh yeah, she wasn't that spooked, was she? Like,
hey, see you podcast up.
Ben and Liam is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.